All right, we're gonna do a guided meditation today. This is, we're gonna practice two things. We're gonna try to understand here what mindfulness means. The second thing, awareness. And they're different. Many people could think mindfulness, awareness is one thing. It's not. It's two things. And the skill is to be able to differentiate mindfulness first. And then the second skill is to differentiate the awareness. So I'm going to guide you guys through that. I like to do this with my eyes open. For the video, I'm going to do it with my eyes closed. So I could tune into what you're seeing. So I can speak at the tempo you need to. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes. Your eyes might be moving around looking at different black spots, black areas in your eyelids. But what you should be doing is keep the eyes in the center of the tip of your nose. Kind of like you're looking at your nose. Okay? Now just follow along. Instead of follow along, just lead yourself along. Just keep the eyes pointing the direction, looking at the direction of your nose. Okay. Now, just keep the eyes in that direction of your nose. Notice the thoughts automatically arising. Just notice it for now. For now, just notice the thoughts. Just watch it. Now let me break down to you the anatomy, bit by bit. When you're controlling your eyes, focus on your nose while your eyelids are shut. I'm going to clarify some things you may have heard in the past. That's your monk mind. Okay? your monk mind. Number one, we're differentiating the mindfulness. The mindfulness is keeping the focus on your nose. The mindfulness is your monk mind. Just focus on your nose, looking at your nose. With just focus on your nose. That's your mindfulness and your monk mind. You may be wondering if they're the same thing or what is the difference. The monk mind is your mindfulness mind. They're the same. Just stay focused. We are differentiating right now. The mindfulness. That's all we're doing. Everything will make sense later. Just look at the direction of your nose. Just look at the direction of your nose with your eyelids shut. Right now, we're practicing or cultivating mindfulness. That's all we're doing. Just keep looking at the direction of your nose. Stay focused. Keep your eyes focused at the direction of your nose. This is just part one. Now, the more you could do this, the more you can practice this, the stronger your first pillar of skill is. Practicing this skill or cultivating this skill of the first pillar. Okay? Mindfulness. They're different. They are different. Just keep the eyes of the direction of your nose. Now, in just a moment, just a moment. What I'm about to say if you have been focused on just mindfulness, which means just looking at the direction of your nose. If you have and still are focused on that, you will understand the second practice. It may not be clear, but you'll understand it. Ready? 3. Stay focused. 2. Stay focused on the direction of your nose. 1. Stay focused at the direction of your nose. Stay focused at the direction of your nose. Before I move forward, remember this is practicing the skill of mindful, or you can call it cultivating mindfulness. Now, the second part, stay focused on mindfulness. Stay focused on mindfulness. This is where I'm going to divide the difference up. Stay focused on mindfulness, okay? Notice all the thoughts, questions, uncertainties, judgment on me, on this video, on yourself, okay? That is your monkey brain, okay? We all have it. I notice my own. Now, stay focused on your nose with your eyes, with your eyelids shut. Stay focused on your nose with your eyes, with your eyelids shut still. The practice of the second pillar, the practice of the second skill, is just to be aware. Aware that you were thinking those thoughts, thinking those questions, thinking those uncertainties, thinking of the questions, the judgment of yourself and the judgment towards the video. You're just aware of the thoughts, judgment, and questions. Okay? You're just aware while, which you probably forgot by now, focusing on your nose, the mindfulness. Okay. Now notice you're looking at it as one when it should be two. It's three-dimensional, not one-dimensional. Try to turn it on a sideways view. I want you to picture two circles away from each other. Number one circle is mindfulness. The second circle is awareness. They're different. Don't commingle it. Don't combine it. If this entire time you think it was one circle, one-dimensional, break it up. It's important to be able to visualize. Number one, visualize. They are two different anatomies. They're separated, not together. Now, focus on your nose. Focus on your nose. And the awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and questions and judgment. Okay? The awareness is the second circle. Is it clear to you now? That's all we're doing. We have to be able to see both first. Both circles. We have to be able to differentiate the two first. Let's keep focusing on the mindfulness and the awareness. Two different skill, two different anatomy. Just be aware of your thoughts. Just watch your thoughts. It's okay if you're confused. It's okay if you're unsure. It's okay to feel uncertain. Right now, we're just cultivating, practicing, focusing, still on our nose. And if you can, comfortably, cognitively, simultaneously, be aware of your thoughts, emotions, judgment on yourself, the sounds around you. Just watch it. To be aware is to just observe, is to just watch it. Just keep watching. Just keep observing while bringing back the attention to your nose if you forgot. Two separate practices. Two separate anatomies. Two separate cultivations. Two-dimensional. And I want you to keep practicing this. Keep your eyes closed. Continue looking at your nose with your eyelids shut, with the eyes focusing on your nose. Shifting simultaneously, being aware of your thoughts, emotions, questions, uncertainty. Simultaneously focus on those two Do not tell yourself any negative thoughts, opinions to yourself if you forget to focus on your nose. Do not tell yourself anything negative. Be gentle with your own opinions, thoughts, judgment to yourself. Just continue to go back to your mindfulness first. And slowly lean simultaneously, still focus on your nose, simultaneously being aware of the thoughts, emotions, judgments, opinions. Just keep your eyes closed. Now, you might hear other noise around you. You might hear more thoughts, judgment, opinions. After, just stay focused on the nose for the next 2 minutes in silence. If you hear noise, just be aware of it. Just observe it. Don't think of the thoughts. Don't think deeper into the thoughts. Don't entertain the thoughts. Don't entertain the noise you hear, the bang you hear, the boom you hear, the thoughts you hear, the opinions, the judgment. Just be mindful and aware of everything after.